Hello, my name's Sylvester McCoy. Welcome to the legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
And welcome, fellow Whovians, everybody, one and all, that we are traveling down to counting down the days, just 10 days if you're watching this live today, up until WHOlloween. We'll be celebrating that all the way up till October 31st at the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. And we have a special episode just to commemorate that. And we got an all cosplay cast, celebrity cast team that you'll be enjoying in just a few moments. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. This is Christian Basil, not Dave Chapman, not anybody else. And ironically, even though I'm going to be here, I'm not going to be hosting. We got a special guest host that's going to be taking over for me in just a few moments. And right now, let me go ahead and introduce our celebrity panelists. Let's go ahead and bring in the lovely Katie Haynes. How you doing there, Katie?
Yeah. Doing well. How about yourself?
Not bad. Where can people find you, Katie?
You can find me at KTGAngel44 on TikTok, or just KTGAngel, just Katie Gangle, G Angel, however you want to say it. Or no, on Instagram. You can find me there. For some reason, I've got a video going viral right now about a cat opening a portal, and I've got no idea why.
Gotcha. Speaking of cat opening a portal, let me go ahead and bring in our next guest. Put the cell phone away.
Hello, sweeties.
Lovely River song.
Hello.
Hello, wife.
Karis and Katie, this is not your first time, and this is not your first rodeo, so welcome back. Thank you both for joining us tonight. Karis, where can people find you? Just around the corner. Not at your house, though. Don't be going to our house.
No, please don't. I'm at university anyway, so yeah, archaeology. But you can find me mercysong.tardis on Instagram and TikTok. On TikTok, my tag is also Singer-Hearted Time Lady, so you can find me there too. And yeah.
Excellent. Speaking of which, thank you. I don't know if I caught it or not. Speaking of kisses, we're bringing in Zion because I didn't know how else to bring them on. The lovely Zion.
That's perfectly fine. Hello.
Hey, I'm River. I can give kisses to anyone.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Careful with the lipstick.
I appreciate that.
Zion, how you doing there, sir? Where can people find you?
I'm doing pretty good. Been reading a whole bunch of Superman, so I'm feeling pretty hopeful. You can find me on YouTube on Porygon's Pokédex, catching 1,025 Pokemon and restarting games 9 times so that you don't have to.
Cool beans. Thank you, Zion. Thank you for joining us. Again, happy WHOlloween to all of you. But let me go ahead and bring in our special guest host tonight, all the way from Orlando, Florida. She's traveled far and wide. And, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and bring her on. It is the lovely Jessica. How you doing there, Jessica?
Hey, I'm doing good. Trying to avoid the sun that's coming in through the window. I'm like, oh, do I want to look like Rudolph with that? But I'm wearing my autumn colors and nails and feeling very festive.
Now, you were out of the country for a while. Where did you go?
I was in Turkey.
Ooh,
the country, not the food.
Did you go to Ephesus?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
We'll talk archaeology.
You saw the library?
You're talking archaeology with an archaeologist there.
Yeah, no, I absolutely saw the library.
That's a whole podcast in and of itself.
The archaeologist talking archaeology. Yes, please. Let's do it.
I'll try and not take all night.
It's actually funny you should say that, Jessica, because you mentioned the turkey of the country, but not the turkey. You know, I'm going to go ahead and make the announcement tonight. We are going to be having a special episode. If anybody is familiar with the Kitchen Killers and Billy Floyd himself, we are going to be combining our two shows together. It is, I don't know the exact date if anybody wants to throw it into the chats, but it is the February before Thanksgiving, not the one after. We will be doing a colossal show between the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS and Kitchen Killers live. So we're going to be combining the two. And we're actually, for the first time, Jessica, we're going to have celebrity chefs coming in to cook on
February before Thanksgiving.
I probably did, and I'm going to say the Friday before Thanksgiving. If I said February, that's okay.
I was like, I have no clue when that is, but I'm there.
Yes, so it will be the Friday, or for some of you who time travel a lot, like Katie, it's going to be the February before Thanksgiving. So, but
it's about that.
You do.
I know Thanksgiving turns around all the time in America, but I didn't know like having it moved to February. That's a little.
You know, it's my show. I can do what I want here. We can move anything I want.
We're time travelers. It is whenever we want it to be.
Exactly. So everybody in the chats, I'm going to be producing tonight. So Jessica, let's go ahead and. There's not going to be much tonight, but I wanted to go ahead and make it official. Let's go ahead and start with the Who Knew News. You ready, Jess?
Ready.
Hi, I'm Pat. I am Gadget Pendragon. I told you this is the way that my night's been going. So anyway, we have not a damn thing about the news, but we just want to give a big thank you to everybody, a special thank you, because we hit a few milestones we've been mentioning in the past, but I wanted to make it official tonight. Thank you all for those who took the time out to watch us. We are now climbed up to 2 million views, which is incredible. What? Holy cow.
2 million?
Yep. 2 million people. And that number is
fright.
Quickly climbing. Yeah, they're all watching you, Jess. Oh, God. Everybody's watching you cook Centauran balls. And that will be another episode for another
That was day. One time.
Yes.
What? it's spoilers.
Oh.
Katie, Jess was putting her balls on screen for everybody to see. It was just
of course.
Which 2 million people, but also we're crossed this line of 85,000 subscribers, which today
blew
the hell out of my mind. In fact, in real time, I went ahead and took a picture. We are currently right now at 86,373. Every single one of you, I want to give a big hug, but that's not going to happen.
Wow.
Not if I even tried, that's impossible, because some of these people, when I was looking through I'm talking like that tonight. When I was going through our what they call the YouTube studio, I was looking at who the top 3 countries are. Believe it or not, the UK rides as the 3rd largest country watching us, and of course the United States is number 1, but can anybody guess the second one, which blows my mind to this day? You're getting close. Why is everything turkey to you?
Germany has quite a large Doctor Who fan base.
Yeah, that's true, but you're in the ballpark. But yeah, India is our 2nd largest.
Wow.
And I was just like, holy cow. I don't like you slackers in the UK. You need to start watching. So 86,373. Thank you so much.
I would love to do the math of population, though. Of what the percentage. So maybe the UK is population-wise more than India. But
well, India population-wise is astronomical. But I was thinking
exactly. So like comparatively. Okay. Anyway, sorry, I'm going math. Sorry.
No. At one point, it was the U.S., then the UK, then for some odd reason, I still can't explain, Argentina. So
Oh, wow.
Argentina's kind of slacking on this. So
Right.
I'm just like, okay, guys, you guys in South America, you know what? I don't know what's going on, but India's catching up. And yeah, that's basically tonight's news. But also, I want to thank everybody, all 86,000 of you. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, you're getting us up there to the 100K, which we're hoping to cross the new year into. If we don't, you know, I'm still appreciative. And all of us are appreciative that somebody took the time out to hit the subscribe button to follow us around. And one last thing, we want to wish a special, very special, incredible birthday to Mr. Christopher Lloyd himself, who will be turning, and he hasn't stopped working. He's going to be 88 years old tomorrow.
Wow.
So,
Oh, that's funny.
what's that?
88
88?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
miles per hour.
Oh, okay.
I say that's a golden birthday. I'm just,
that is
or a plutonium birthday.
What's the gigawatts?
Yes.
I forgot.
1.21.
1 point. When he gets that age, we'll.
And
He's
we
just gonna
can't
keep
forget
working
that today is Carrie
forever.
Fisher's birthday.
Today's
Yes.
Yes.
okay.
Space
Happy
Mom.
birthday.
Space
So
Mom.
happy birthday, Carrie.
We're working
Our
lightsabers
queen.
for Leia, that
Mhm.
charity for Carrie's birthday. If you
Yep.
haven't supported lightsabers for Leia, go support that.
Yeah, Rebel Legion just posted one of my photos, which was really nice.
So let me go ahead and end
Saber
the
Guild may or may not have a post coming out soon for Takadana that is a tribute for lightsabers for Leia. So
Wow.
So let me go ahead and end the Who Knew News official, since it was only like,
Officially.
5 minutes long. So, and we're
I know
back, and
no
I'm going to be.
news turned into a lot of news.
Hey, that's good news.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jessica, you're taking over now. I'll be hosting the chats. Let's see you guys go completely nuts in the chats. I'm going to be catching up with you. If you have any questions for our lovely guests tonight, please take it away. So, speaking of taking it away, Jess, take it away.
Taking it away. Hi, I'm Jess. I am a cosplayer. As he said, this is an all cosplayer channel or episode. I mean, it is a channel today.
Hey,
but
you're having my issues tonight.
I know. Oh
Get
gosh,
the words out.
like the brains and words are not working. But yeah, so I usually also, just like our wonderful Karis, cosplay River Song from Doctor Who. I didn't have the hair today, but it's okay because I'm representing spooky season. But I would love to hear from all of our amazing people that we have on the panel. I do a bunch of different cosplays. Mine are all on Song Swan cosplay, which I know it says it in my name. But that's where all my other stuff is. But for Doctor Who, I'm predominantly River Song. But for my other panelists, what are some other cosplays that you do besides the ones that you're dressed as in your photo / current video?
I just got the one.
Go first. Sorry.
Oh no, it's all right. I just got the one. Like genuinely, I found 13. 13 was the first female presenting character that I ever felt comfortable putting on, because I'd done a couple of others before. Like I did Weiss from
Castiel.
Movie. I did Castiel. I did Dean Winchester. I did Crowley from Good Omens. But once I put on 13, I was like, she became my second heart. So
That's like home. That's your
it
home
is.
cosplay.
It is. She's a part of me, and I love her. And because I've put so much into this, it's like it's just me. It's what I love to do.
Oh, I love that. So Zion, what about you? That was the next person that I think both of you spoke at the same time. Sorry, I should have just picked people out.
No, that's okay
Zion,
about that.
yeah.
I'm sorry about that. Well, I started off as a 4 cosplayer oddly enough, because
Ooh.
like way back when, like I was like the old man saying back in my day of 2014 or so, there was like a centralized pool of Doctor Who cosplayers. It was 4s, 9s, 10s, and 11s. And I wanted to just do something different that I also had a connection to. So I went down the Tom Baker route because it was easy enough to find a scarf at the time. So you could just grab any Indiana Jones hat and
Yeah.
maybe some blazer from Goodwill and call it a day. And you're now Tom Baker. And so I ran that for a while, and then I did an 11, I did a 12, and somewhere along those, somewhere between 11 and 12, I did 7, and that's I just been running with that since. I did like what 3 different versions of 7. I did season 25, season 26. I did every single one except the TV movie.
That's amazing. That's got to be like, how many of those pieces do you get to reuse, or are they like full fit changes?
Okay, for season 25 and 26, the only thing that really changes is the jacket and the headband and ties. They change from a light cream and a red tie to brown, and it's type of a symbolism for like the darker seasons and the darker version of that Doctor. And so I get to use the same pants and the same jacket. I mean the same question mark sweater. So
Oh yeah.
I usually just run 26, but when it comes down to like the new adventures, it's a completely new different thing. Like it's a new cream jacket. He has new cream pants. He's wearing this blue shirt, and now he's got this button from Watchmen, and it was so out of there where like I was like, okay, this is still the same Doctor, right?
You're like, this
But
is
hey,
very different, but like, sure, let's go with it.
yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
and like that's kind of like the same reason why I didn't get to do the TV movie, because again, that's a whole different costume, and I don't even have the hair for that. I don't have the hair for any of them, but I definitely don't have the hair for that one.
Oh, that's great. Well, speaking of revolving door of costumes, Karis with River.
Yes.
I know that pain because you and I also both do. She doesn't wear the same. She wears that one green dress twice.
Oh, yeah.
Once.
Oh yeah, I have it actually. It.
It is my favorite. It is the most comfy dress. I saw nothing.
Oh, nice.
So she reuses on occasion her stuff, but for the most part, there's a ton of costume changes. But I know that River is not the only person you cosplay.
That's true.
So what other cosplays besides our wonderful River do you cosplay? Any within the Doctor Who fandom, or are they all multi-fandom?
Well, for Doctor Who, I do primarily just stick to River. I've thought about doing a Missy, but never gotten around to it. Oh, there's a picture of me with my girls. That's our River room. We all
very
room together
nice.
Anyway, that's from Gallifrey 1 a couple years ago, but
I can hear John. I can hear Captain Jack going, I can't tell you what I'm thinking right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's 2 of you. The mind races, does it not? Anyway, I do Melinda May from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. from Marvel.
Love May.
My girl.
Sorry.
Very river coded. I realized I have a type.
Right? Yes.
And then I do another space blonde, Duchess Satine from the Clone Wars, Star Wars, and I also do Padme Amidala from Star Wars as well.
Love them. I'm like, phenomenal. Love her. She's a queen. Don't fully agree with her politics, but you know, Padme's I do. So we're not getting into Mandalorian politics. I've been told I'm banned from talking Mandalorian politics.
Oh.
So
yeah, it's pretty messy if you like try to get into all of it.
It's very complicated. It's very convoluted and complicated, but Doctor Who, because if not, I will go into Mando politics.
Yes. I have 75% of River's wardrobe. It's been a collection I've been amassing for almost 5 years now. There's, I think,
because you're currently in Crash of the Byzantium, right?
Yes. So
or what are the episodes called? Sorry, I have
Angels,
a bad
Flesh
habit.
and Stone, but yes, it is from the Crash of the Byzantium. And then yes, there's a picture of me with my Time of Angels. Yeah.
I have a very bad habit of calling them by the events and not the episodes, because I watched my episodes backwards. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on. We're just Byzantium, Manhattan, you know, library, you know. It's perfect.
Yeah, what I can't source as a screen accurate item, I try to make myself, such as this one, which is my, you know, Flesh and Stone Time of Angels one. And I was honored enough that Ray Holman actually stopped me, who was the designer of this of River's wardrobe at Gallifrey 1. He came up behind me, tapped me on the shoulder, and said, "Oh my God, you look just like Alex. That looks just like the dress I made." And I was just like, you know, head in the clouds. Like, oh my gosh,
that
it took me a second to recognize him. Yes,
that is fantastic.
The hair.
Oh, I love Alex. She's such a sweetie.
She's the best. Poor woman's probably sick of me.
And a flirt. She's an actual flirt.
Oh, she is. Oh, she is.
Yes, Faith. I know it's the February before thing. Never mind. Just shut up.
Yeah, that's forever. February before Thanksgiving will always be the how we discern when that
my new hashtag nightmare. So anyway.
I think he said that meant for November. So I did send you guys with only a few hours of potential prep work of questions that I might have.
It's all going to be a surprise to me because I was in class from
I was going to say, I was like, we can let Karis go last because I know you were like really busy up until then. And I was like, this was a last minute throw in, because I didn't want you guys to have to think completely on the spot. So for our other two, since I know, Katie, you've been on a couple podcasts and have talked quite a bit as a cosplayer.
Yeah.
So we can start with you because I know you might have had a bit more questions, but I'm just wondering, as a cosplayer, when you're getting asked questions, either like on the con floor or in these podcast situations, is there any question that you wished someone would ask you that you get to answer? Whether it be about your cosplays or something that you've never been asked before.
For me, it's more the highest honor, I'll say, is when a Brit says to me, "Hold up, you're American." Because that to me is, okay, I'm doing something right. I'm very open about, you know, the fact that I've bought all my cosplays. I don't make it. I wish I had the skill to make my costumes. I don't. But I'll buy them.
All cosplay is valid, though. Sometimes purchasing it is the best way to go, and your cosplay is just as valid as someone who makes it from scratch.
That is true. And the only person, unless you're competing and there are judges who are judging your cosplay, the only person who is allowed to judge your cosplay is yourself.
You know, I don't know if I would agree with that, because usually people are their worst judges. And so I would almost say that no one's allowed to judge your cosplay, because even the most casual cosplay is just as valid and just as fantastic. And us as cosplayers, I'm sure you know, are the most critical and judgmental and will be our harshest critics.
Well, put some Nutella on those words, because I'm going to eat them.
What I said would get actually. See, I am doing a do what I say, not as I do as well, I will also have some Nutella words for myself. I can try to put good ideas out into the universe of don't judge your own cosplay. We all know we will.
But I think the best comment I get is whenever somebody says, "Wait, you're you're actually an American," as opposed to, especially if they're a Brit. If they're a Brit and they say, "Well, you're not a Brit," then I'm like, "All right, then I've done my job right." But I haven't really gotten a bunch of questions in terms of my cosplay itself, as opposed to like where did you get it? In which I'll always say cosplay company, or I got when I did Dr. Master, which is Jodie Whittaker's Sacha Dhawan's final look, which we were robbed of getting more of her in that look. I got the vest I got from Lozari. Is that what it is? I'm not. Wait a minute. Hold on.
It's like now I need to check myself.
We're Googling during the show. I like this.
What is that? It's not the Who shot. What is it? It's like the jumper. What is it? Is it
Are you wearing it in any of the pictures I got?
I don't think so. That one is hard to get into. Lazaro? Is it Lazaro? Oh, Lavazi. Lavazi. I think that's the name of it. Lavazi. Yeah, I bought that one there, and then there was like one or two others that I've got. But I buy all my stuff. So apart from the comment about the accent, I haven't gotten a bunch of questions and I can't think of a question that I wish people would ask. I like it when people interact with me positively.
You're like, just be nice, please.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I feel like I see you light up the most anytime. It's just you're such a positive light, and you enjoy anything that can direct you to be a brighter light.
Exactly.
Just from my interactions with you, you're like, oh, give me something. Oh, a little nugget, a sparkle of light. Cool, let me blast it. You're like a reflective mirror of taking this little bit of light and refracting it to be bigger. So yeah, it's brilliant.
So I'm literally writing a thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, Candyman originally thought I was from the UK. I'm not. But this took 3 years to learn. I am literally writing a self-insert fan fiction / novel, where I'm kind of roasting myself a little bit, but because it is literally me in the universe of Doctor Who, and the reason why I do this. And I wrote something that was basically 13 brings out the best in me. And I want to keep her light alive. And she is such a joyous. I love how she finds hope in anything. That was a blessing. I'll tell you what, that shot right there, for those of you who don't know, that is the Park Hill Flats. That is where they filmed Arachnids in the UK. And my wonderful fiance and my friends Grace and Ori, we all went out there. I got to be in Sheffield. It was one of the greatest days of my life.
That is awesome.
That is fantastic.
And I literally ran along the bridge that they walked along.
Nice.
I'm not sure which one is Yaz's flat, But yeah, I was there for TAS.
You're like, but it's
was,
there. I'm looking right at it.
What you're not seeing is if you look at my hands, it was freezing cold that day. It was so unbelievably cold that my hands were red. My hands were red.
Is that why they're in your pockets?
Yeah, I was so cold. But I love her so much. And for me it's a balancing act because I love being her. But I had a fan art done where it was the Doctor saying to me, always be Katie first. And that's the thing, when you're so attached to a character, you never want to lose yourself as an actor, you never want to lose yourself to the character. But she gives me so much light and love and joy that I want her to be my second heart for the rest of my life. And I will say, because someone asked what was the funniest reaction. I met Jodie. I met her a couple of times. She's absolutely wonderful. First time I met her, I went up to her and I did my Yorkshire accent for her, and she burst out laughing. And she saw me in all this, and I'd done my hair. I'm a dark brown. I'm never going to go back to being a brunette. I love being blonde.
It suits you. You look very good.
You're so cute.
I love it.
Though.
I love it. I love being a blonde. And I know, like, Jodie's natural hair, if you're watching Frauds right now with her and Saran Jones, the TARDIS,
yeah. The
two of them, that's her natural hair color. I think mine's a little bit lighter than hers, but I'm staying for the rest of my life, regardless of what happens, I'm staying as a blonde. But she burst out laughing, and then she said, show me your ear. She was like, show me your ear. And I was like, yeah, I did. And fun fact about me, I've only got one ear pierced. The other ear is not pierced at all. I've only got one ear pierced, and I did it because of the Doctor. And I do want, and anyone who's got a tattoo knows that this is the worst thing I could possibly do. I do want to get a tattoo either on my chest or on my back that's Gallifreyan that says the 13th Doctor is my second heart.
Oh, I love that. Wow. That is amazing.
But it's going to hurt.
So thank you so much. So we will get to our other amazing panelists as soon as we come back, but I do believe we have to go to commercial.
That's it. Yeah, people
want too much. I'm sorry. I literally
no, love it. There's a reason we're throwing it to you. We're like, oh, it's so fantastic. But yeah, when we come back, we'll talk with Karis and Zion about some of their stuff, and we'll see you on the other side.
Sounds good to me. Everybody, please stay put. We're going to be back with the lovely celebrity panelists here of cosplayers, of Doctor Who cosplayers. When we return, please continue to stay logged on, tuned in. We'll be right back.
Are you a movie nerd? Do you collect VHS, DVDs, CDs, records, and so much more? Are you looking for clothing from 1940s to 2000s? Do you need cosplayer themed outfits? Come to Ducky's Vintage. We have it all for all budgets, located at the Oviedo Mall right off of the 417. Ducky's Vintage for those born in the wrong decade.
Pop culture. It was the most popular. It's the most popular thing that has ever been popular, I think, outside of maybe the Bible and the Quran. You know, like it really just there's very few places on earth where you're not going to find a Star Wars fan or some kind of, you know, there's not a language where they haven't released it. There's not a
I'm author Mark Muncy.
And I'm author Erica Lance.
And this is Eerie Travels.
Greetings, travelers. Join us as we travel through folklore, myths, monsters, legends, and dark history.
Now, we'll be your guide to the spooky side of reality as we discuss cryptids, paranormal, and all things preternatural.
Sometimes we find the truth is way scarier than fiction.
We're on twice a week on your favorite podcast platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, and YouTube.
We have amazing guests from all of the areas of the strange and unusual, including witnesses, investigators, and more.
Yeah, with Erica's curiosity and ridiculous array of pop culture and true crime knowledge.
And Mark's decades of experience diving into folklore and the legends with the truth that's behind them.
Yeah, so join us, travelers, as we take you to the edge of reality, and we'll see you on the other side.
I didn't listen to that voicemail. I'll tear open that letter you sent. Don't you tell your friends I want you back. I gotta leave you now and unread, because you've already said those words that switch my heart to dead from loving you. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused. I'll sew enclosed. The spell stays unspoken. A dark silhouette of a marked man, and I'm broken. Right down. I didn't listen to that voicemail or TikTok that story you sent. Don't you reel me in to get me back. I'm gonna leave you now.
Hello, I'm Nick Briggs, and you're listening to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. I say Traveling Time Lord.
Do it again. Just do it again. Just for the go. Okay. Just for the sake. Go ahead. Go ahead, Nick.
Hello, I'm Nicholas Briggs, and this is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
I'm never going to let him down on that one.
That's so good. That's so good.
Every February before Thanksgiving, I'm going to remind him.
Every February.
Yeah, that's right.
Every February before Thanksgiving.
Now,
I feel like that's a riddle that needs to be solved. Like, if every February before Thanksgiving you put out cookies, where do the reindeer land?
No, where does Uncle Sam materialize?
There we are. Yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna let this go because I found this wonderful picture of Jessica. We didn't get a chance to put her stuff up. I love that picture.
Oh,
nice. I adore that picture of Jessica.
Oh, that photo was both taken and edited by Luis, who is Raggedy Man Cosplay, in there as the 11th Doctor. He's one of my closest friends. I love him to death.
That looks like an actual episode.
Yeah, that is Demon's Run. We are...
Jessica, don't tell them that is an actual episode.
And that is an actual episode, yeah. No, that is all Raggedy Man Cosplay. That is all Luis. He is such a talented person. He's my con husband and has been for years. Love him to death. But yeah, he is the master behind that whole thing. I just supplemented, like, I provided my face. That was about it.
But he's the Doctor.
He is. He got a specific program to be able to edit around my hair, because most programs for editing don't do river hair. They like cut it down to this weird bob thing, and like it's very difficult to edit anything with river hair. And so he like specifically went in and learned about all these programs and editing to be able to keep the integrity of River's hair. He's fantastic. I know you were showing that to show me off, and I'm gushing over him. Sorry.
No, you two look I mean, the background and everything. This looks really like it feels like the episode. It feels like it.
Yeah, he did
How
a couple
goes the
from
day
that
so
episode
far?
too, and yeah, it's insane. We should do another shoot again. Actually, all of us should do a shoot. We should just have a fun photo shoot.
I'd be down.
I can track him down. Like, I could probably call him up and be like, "Hey, I need you here at this time," and he'll show. I just realized that's a River Doctor thing.
If I could, Jessica, I just want to interrupt for something because I really wanted to geek out, and I had a video, and it turned out it didn't come through. So, is everybody a Potterhead as well? I think that's the term for the fans out there.
Yeah.
I never got into it as a kid, so like
Really?
Everything I know from Tumblr.
I know
Gotcha.
Potter. I worked in the Wizarding World for years, so I kind of had to.
Oh.
So one
I was
day
a
I
witch.
decided, and we did a test run yesterday, and we're hoping we're going to do more test runs. Because I was kind of bored, and I looked at, I purchased a wand, and I purchased a sonic screwdriver. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you got a chance to see last week, but if you haven't, there is, from what I understand, the first sonic
Oh my
wand.
goodness.
Oh,
And
wow.
it actually works at Diagon
That's a
Alley.
wand of Hazel.
So yeah, all it was is it's just basically, let's see here. It's just basically a 12 sonic screwdriver strapped
Iconic.
up. But I was going over there, and I think there were a few people when I was sonicking the whatever they call it, the magic stuff or wherever you go to trigger stuff out there, and people were dying that I was sonicking that, and I was like, I really want to take this piece and put it over here and make
And
the
just see
Sonic
if
the
I can-
wand. But yeah, so everybody, there will be more videos of the Sonic wand
You
coming
can
up.
do that.
What do you mean I can't do that?
No, you can. You can.
Oh, okay.
There's a way to like.
Those things pop out.
Doctor,
Yeah,
I have a
you say-
question. If a wand is made of wood, does the Sonic work on it?
I will say that those wands are not made of wood; they're made of resin.
Yeah, the next time you can't find any
And it does. That it does. It does. If it's made of resin, it does.
That is
So
a good
anyway, this is my new toy. So I'm putting it down.
drivers and like magic can't always interact. It's because the wand is. I'll write a thesis. We'll discuss this later.
I wonder if you got two wands, if they would like work against each other and reverse each other's polarity so that like all the magic would work.
So then the Sonic would work.
Yeah.
Because the wood would negate itself.
I guess.
Huh. Anyway.
Oh,
so...
I've earned this cosplay show. Thank you very much. Turn this cosplay
yeah, we're
show
getting
into
a little too into. No, I'm kidding. So I am going to ask Zion one of the other questions that I threw in the chat, which is in regards to WHOlloween. So since Halloween is more about pop culture and word humor and costume combinations that are crazy just for funsies, because you've got, mustard and ketchup and those. I think we had a previous episode 2 years ago for Halloween where we were talking about cosplay and costumes are two separate entities because cosplay is very subtle a lot of times, especially with Doctor Who, because it's like we're wearing clothes that not everyone would recognize, whereas Halloween and costumes are like, how do I recognize this from across the way? So how would you turn one of your current Doctor Who cosplays into a funny Halloween costume?
Can I swap funny for spooky?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, I had this cosplay that I did only once, and it was a Cyberman from Tomb of the Cybermen. I chose that one because I liked the episode, but it was obviously the easiest Cyberman that anyone can even attempt. So I tried it, and I failed like 50% of it. But like 90% of the Cybermen of that is the helmet. Like if you get the helmet correct, the rest is like a silver jumpsuit, some air golf balls. You sew some gloves together, and you got a Cyberman. But when I made the helmet, I was like obsessive with it, and like I was watching the episode over and over again, getting the frames and whatnot, and I made it, but I made it with the wrong stuff. Like people make helmets out of Bondo, but I made this out of a different type of Bondo, and I don't remember what it's called. It might be like Bondo filler, but it was some red stuff that was also Bondo, but not Bondo. And so I made it, but it had all these like pockets in it. It looked like the surface of the moon. So like, long story short, I painted it. I did my best. It fell apart halfway through the con, and when I look at it, I always think, what there has to be something I could do with this. There has to be something. And so in the episode Tomb of the Cybermen, there's this character named Toberman, and he's pretty much saying so a slave, not a slave. He's just a muscle for the episode, right? And he dies at the end. The Cyberman gets on him, insinuating that the Cybermen are going to live by him being converted, essentially. And so off that plot point, I was like, okay, what if I like cut this thing in half and I am Toberman, but like I'm Toberman after the doctor left. So like I'm like half converted into the Cyberman, but I'm still like Toberman. But then this, if you notice, this sounds exactly like the Lone Cyberman.
Oh yeah.
And so
definitely.
when I saw the Lone Cyberman, like my brain exploded. I was like, oh my God, I knew it was such a good idea. Holy crap, it's beautiful. And ever since I saw it, just the fact that I saw it and it worked on screen, my brain accepted it, and I kind of abandoned that idea. But the idea of like that, the Lone Cyberman being not this random guy, but Toberman, always like stuck with me. And so like if I had to do something like creepy for like Halloween that would work in like a party sense, I do that. But like I'd like add like some more body horror, because like you could make it like more like a zombie robot thing rather than it
Yeah, because
being
I was
a
thinking
half
that would be
converted
really cool
Cyberman.
to have like a zombie Cyberman type look, or even like, hear me out, Frankenstein. Like do the classic like Frankenstein, but with the Cyberman helmet.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I think that would be really cool. Like you inspired me, Zion.
Okay.
I'm like, I need
origin story for handles.
Oh yes.
Yes.
No, that's exactly how it looked. That is a perfect example. It looked exactly like they had like
brilliant.
Like holes in it.
I love this so much. This needs to happen. Okay, so now we have our assignments. No, for next year. I want to see our handles.
Wait.
Katie, you'll write the
RTD,
story.
are you listening to this? I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. If you're still running the place, there you go. Sorry, go ahead.
See, we can have Katie write the story. You know, Zion will help the build. Karis, like you're the inspiration here. Like you've got the handles aspect. I think we've got a team. We're gonna make this happen. I love it. Oh, that's so cool. I love that idea. Let me throw it to Karis with the same question of how would you Halloweenify?
So okay, I'm sure all of us have seen that really fantastic cosplay of 13 as a stone angel that I think it's That's So Cosplay.
Abby, yes.
Yes, I would do that, but like with River with the Angels Take Manhattan, if they
no.
Just saying.
So sad.
Yeah.
Who gave you the right to hurt me that way?
Because then
You
you
know
can do
what
your
would be
Stone
nice?
13 and I can do Stone River and we can break more people's hearts.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Oh, look at Faith Cyberstein.
I
Her
love
comment.
that.
You would know what
We have the title now.
What would be nice there?
What?
What would be nice there is if she could somehow like make her wrist like kind of like brokenish.
Oh
my God.
You're killing me.
Like do like the stone cracks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cyber wives.
Oh, finally give me an excuse to get cosplay contacts.
Oh,
yes.
Never done that. Terrified of sticking stuff in my eyes, but I just might do it for that.
Same.
Oh, I love that.
Same. That is like the one thing that's stopping me from doing a Dune cosplay because I don't know how I do the eyes.
And hey, you know what? You don't have to do the eyes. You can do whatever you want. It's cosplay.
Exactly.
True. Very true.
Preach. Although I am really excited because eventually I have been wanting to do, I know it's off Doctor Who topic, but I want to do an X-Men First Class Mystique in the suit at the end with eyes. I've been wanting to do this, and like I begged Luis to do Charles because he pull off, I think, a great Charles with hair that stands. But that is what I would break the eye contacts for. I'm like, yes, I need to do a Mystique. I will go blue for this. Yes. So let's throw it to the chats. I know they've been kind of like coming up in the background a bit, and we've had some really good questions and comments. So I always love to look at this.
Sure. Before we get to the chats, let's bring in our premier 13th Doctor here in Florida. So would you mind if I put this up there, Jessica?
Go right ahead.
Definitely, we gotta talk about Faith.
It's Faith.
Faith, we adore Faith.
Yes. We love her. My fellow 13.
This is our premier girl for all the conventions out there, and this is Faith.
She does an amazing 13. I met her as Clara. I was like, I was Emma. She was Clara. And she always did a fantastic Clara. And then 13 happened and she was like, I am 13. And I think she even said in the comments that she's Katie's other half. So Jodie is half of Katie and then Faith is the other one.
Well, she did.
No! Jodie, me, and Faith are the Flux 13s.
Wait. We can't forget 13 Wandering.
Yes!
Oh.
And Cow. She's got chickens.
And she's building a TARDIS. Like,
yes.
I love her videos. They're always so homey and they make me smile.
And this is why cosplay is amazing. It builds community and it
look at her.
builds these amazing relationships.
Oh wow.
It's Barbara.
Would have
Barbara.
chickens.
I hope. Oh,
well, she does in
really
Vampire Weekend.
13 would have chickens. Like, that's canon in my head.
She does.
No,
she don't. Wait, Jess, you haven't listened to Vampire Weekend?
I have been traveling a lot.
Jess, message me after this.
Okay.
This is important. Message me after this.
I feel like I've been scolded in school of like,
No. You need to know.
I didn't do the reading assignment. I'm sorry.
No, because she canonically has chickens named Ian and Barbara.
Oh,
I love that. That is iconic.
That is amazing. Okay.
I love that.
Wait, Charis, you don't know either?
Neither. We've both been traveling.
I was across the world for a year. Last time I was on this channel, I was in Austria and it was 4 a.m. so that would be in time. I'm not joking. It was like 2 to 4 a.m. that I was on this because I was in Austria.
Everybody message me after
EST. I was awake at midnight.
Everybody message me after this. I've got to fix a terrible wrong.
Yes,
I know. Like what
did you say, sweetie? Anything for you, sweetie.
You saw it here first. You're seeing 13 fight with her wife, so it's all right.
This is hardly a fight.
This is a fight?
No, it's hardly a fight.
Oh, okay. Well,
A
look,
river fighting is flirting. Like, that
That's
is the
true.
same thing.
We can do that too. Or break hearts. We're good at that one.
Hello, Rose.
Last time Katie and I were in a room together, that's all we did is we filmed videos and broke people's hearts.
Oh, it was. We made people sob.
Ah, well, and I loved the question earlier because I think, Katie, you got to answer it. And so let's do a speed round because I know we're coming up on our time, but I loved it, which was the question. I don't remember who asked it, but it was saying a unique or like a funny, the most bizarre celebrity response to meeting you in cosplay. And Katie answered hers. I knew Karis's would be good because I've also had some. Everyone flirts with River if you're River.
It's true.
I have so many doctors. So, same with Zion. I would love to hear, because we heard from Katie, I'd love to hear from Karis and Zion about a celebrity interaction, the best one that you have, as quick as you can.
I'll be very quick. I have two,
okay,
but I'll be so quick. So the first time I met Arthur Darville, I walked past his table, and I was like hovering for a second, getting my nerves together. And when I got to the table, he leaned over and he goes, "I had to do a double take because I didn't know Alex was at the con."
I love that.
Which was, just made me flustered and basically collapsed on the floor. The other one was, oh my word. I have a lot with Alex because she's the best and I adore her.
She is.
And she's so sweet. But I have to say, last time I saw her in Scotland at Aberdeen Comic-Con, I greeted her in German and we had a very quick conversation with my very bad German and, her very good German because she's part German and lived in Austria for a while. And we got to talk about Christmas markets and stuff. And the people behind us later told me, they were like, are you her family? Like, because she seems to know you really well.
Funny.
And you guys are like just talking about the randomest stuff. And I was like, no. And I don't know what to think about you thinking that, but thanks.
You're like, that's a compliment. I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So what about you, Zion? What has been a fun or unique interaction that you've had in cosplay meeting one of the celebs?
Well, the first doctor I've ever met was Sylvester McCoy. And that's pretty much how I got really into Doctor Who, because he's such a nice guy.
He's so sweet.
He's so nice. And so I started cosplaying, and the second time I met him, he complimented my entire thing because it was accurate. If I was to show up to him, I had to get everything correct. And this is a small bit to all cosplayers: get the shoes right, because when you get the shoes right, they notice. They're like, oh my god, you got the shoes. He has very specific shoes. And every time I see a 7th Doctor cosplayer, they always get everything right but the shoes. And I had to paint them, so I can't blame them. But each way, I saw him last year, because they were him, Sophie Aldred, a whole bunch of people, Carol and Ford, were on a cruise, and they came back around me in Miami. So they had this little get together, and I went there in costume, and he remembers me because I met him 4 times in the same suit, and now I'm prior to this, of course, I'm nervous as a leaf now, but now I'm actually talking to him. How are you doing? I'm glad that you got past COVID and everything, this and that. And so it's just really cool to every time I meet him is just get to talk to him just a little bit more.
Oh, that is so special though, especially if they're remembering you. That's the biggest compliment, I think, is oh my gosh, you recognize me, you remember me. It's that's a credit to your cosplay, because notice the shoes, got all those fun things.
I have one last one. I am so sorry.
Oh yeah.
I that same thing. I was talking to Sophie Aldred about my major, mechanical engineering, and for one of my tests, for the final, I had a Doctor Who question about a sonic screwdriver and radiation, and I told her about it, and she told me to send it to her, and I still haven't sent it to her, and I feel so stupid.
So now this is a reminder. Everyone remind Zion to send that too.
Alex told me to invite her to my graduations, like someday. So
that is exciting.
Because we always talk archaeology. Because her husband's a historian and has the same niche interest as me. So we always end up like talking about all the fun stuff. And she's always like, I wish Jonathan was here. He would love to sit and talk with you.
That is amazing. I will, because everyone's reminded me of like one or two really good ones for me, and I'll tell mine real fast before we wrap up. The first one I'll do, I was in cosplay when I met them, but I had a plan to get a photo with them out of cosplay because I have a shirt that says my boyfriend's a Time Lord. And I have that with all of the doctors. I am wearing that shirt. So I had met Colin Baker, and he had seen me as River, and he had signed my thing, and I had purchased that and a photo, but he got distracted talking to me and then started getting up because his people were like, you've got to go for a photo shoot thing, and he starts to leave, and I was like, oh, I had a photo with him too, and they were like, well, write your name down, just can you come back? And I was like, yeah, I can come back. So I wrote my name down, and my name is Jessica, or at least I went by Jessica then. I go by Jess now. But so hours go by, and he had seen me as River originally, and I still had my hair because it was my hair. And I start walking back when it was the time that he should be back, and he stands up and goes, Jessica Rabbit. And I was like, because if I hide them very well, but I am well endowed. And so I'm walking up and I'm like, so that's how this is going. Because he originally met me as River. So I go to take the picture with him, and I've got my boyfriend's a Time Lord shirt, and we're pointing at each other, and we take a few photos, and then he goes, can we take some other photos when I'm not pointing at your because he had accidentally been pointing at my upper.
Oh my goodness.
And he was like,
across and just touch my corset that I was wearing for my Angels Take Manhattan, and she just like kind of stuck her hand on it to touch the sequins, and I was just like,
the interactions.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, right? Well, my second quick one, and I'll also make this one quick, was Alex. Of course, it's Alex. I wasn't even meeting Alex because I've met Alex quite a few times, and my partner, he was going to meet her. And he steps up and is talking with her. And as we're stepping up to her, this was at MegaCon, so it's crazy. No one gets sleep. She's looking down, signing people's things. She looks up and goes, and then apologized. She goes, I am so sorry. I thought you were me. And I thought I had lost so much sleep that I was having an out-of-body experience. As she was looking at me, she confused me for herself. And she was like, I'm so sorry. I've lost a lot of sleep. I don't know what I was thinking. And I was like, it's okay. I'll take that as a compliment. You thought I was you. Like, even though that makes no sense, but sure. We continue it. And my partner's talking to her and is like, hey, yeah, no, like I call Jess my River because like she got me into Doctor Who. And Alex looks straight at him, is not looking at me, and goes, well, yes, and she's hot.
No.
And of course, my partner is like, yeah. And I'm sitting there. She's not making eye contact with me. So I'm like, what do I do? Because she wasn't talking to me. So I can't like go, thank you. Because then that feels weird. Because I'm a foot back, and I'm like, So then, of course, we walk away from the table, and my partner turns to me and goes, "You can never say that you were ugly again. Alex Kingston called you hot." So, and I was like, technically, she thought I was her at the beginning, so she called herself hot. He goes, "Doesn't matter." So, my claim to fame is being called hot by Alex. I should put that as a tagline of like, Alex called me hot, and that is all we need.
That's your galley ribbon right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. But yeah, those are my fun little ones. Let's make sure we hit the chats. Make sure we haven't missed any cool, fun things we've got going on.
Oh, we got some chats.
Yeah,
oh,
So,
no.
in the light of
Your 2
time to
billion
try to
viewers.
get everybody's questions, let's go ahead and I'll open the Jessica. I'm wondering everybody, unless it's specific, we'll just say that these are questions to open the floor. When you ladies and guys get invited to 10 comic books or Doctor Who conventions, how do you feel about that?
I'd be honored if I was.
I mean, I was once invited to MCM as a creator, which was really, really touching. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it because I was in Greece at the time. But it was really touching, and I love that. I more get invited to events as a Star Wars cosplayer, but it's so touching every time. And I get asked if I'm going to conventions a lot. I've never been like officially invited by a convention, but the day I do, I'll thank the Lord. And I'll thank my friends because
I feel like most the especially in America, most the cosplayers that get invited are a certain niche, and it's not usually like you are dressing like a person that is a real person. It's usually very like comic book and video game centric, and people who very much like create, and just sewing isn't, or like fabrics are not enough, it seems like, for conventions to invite you. But to everyone's credit,
I think
I'm sure
it's
everyone
also follower count quite a bit, because with the with how the belief that it needs, like, I dare I say it, as capitalism has entered conventions more and more, it's moved out of a nerd safe space. It's moved into a business. They focus more on getting influencers who are all extremely talented, but they focus less on small creators who might contribute in a different way.
Yes. Well said.
Yeah, I don't really...
Zion?
Yeah, I don't really feel any way about being invited to it, because like I do things as a panelist, so like I don't really have like any stock or like any like clout to go with it. Like I'm just there. But yeah, like I'm just there and just happy to be there and help people, help Doctor Who fandom
Zion,
try and grow.
You work for us.
You get invited along with the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
I feel like you're not part of the family anymore.
I feel like this
I am, but like
because
I am trying to be humble. I'm sorry.
All right, fair enough.
Now, I feel like this kind of counts, because like every time I get invited to participate in a fan event or like a fan run thing, I'm like, oh, you want little me? Thank you. Okay. I'm glad you want me. I'll try and be interesting.
Now, I do need to eat my words, because I was invited to attend the Time Travelers Weekend, and that it's, when you get that opportunity, it is a huge honor. It's an honor, and it feels so special. So I hope that everybody does get the opportunity to do that.
Yeah. Concur. Next.
All right. Next question. Yep. Oh, well, this one's just a reminder about the question that we earlier. I found Billy.
That's who it was from. Yes. Excellent question. I love that.
Hey, to all the cosplayers, which companion would you dress up as? Well, River.
K9. If I could do it, I would do K9.
K9.
We'll just get you a giant refrigerator box.
Exactly.
Just be giant tank canine.
Or the TARDIS, Saran Jones as the TARDIS.
Oh yes. Or like Idris, or like a
Idris.
TARDIS.
Oh, I would love to do Idris.
Idris, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably do Mickey at the end of time.
Oh,
When he's cool.
You know, I have a
Yes.
friend who does Martha. You guys should
Oh.
take photos together.
Oh yes.
Someone get you and Steffi to get a photo shoot together.
That would
Silent
be
plug.
really cool.
Steffi Hoovian, go follow her. She's fantastic.
Yes.
Will do.
And this is just a suggestion. Katie, next time you're in England, let me know. I would love to do a photo shoot with you. That's the Candy Man.
Count me in. Count me in.
Check.
Stick me in your suitcase, Katie. I miss London.
Oh yeah, I'll bring you all. I'll bring you all.
Adian. Hello, Adian. I think it's the first time you've been on. Hey, guys, you may know me as Tech Time Lord. My question, Katie, is, are you a clone of Jodie?
The answer
No,
is
I
yes.
wish I was. No, I wish I was.
But she's Katie first,
Wait.
and she's fantastic as both.
She is. There you go. That was the answer.
But all clones, clones are independent of the genetics.
In the audios, River has a bunch of clones. She has Madame Kavarian cloned her 8 times.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they're all named various water names that are get progressively weirder.
And this
So
question,
there's Brooke and literally H2O, and I think they all follow the same regeneration pattern, so they all transform into the Mel Zucker body. They all transform into Alex Kingston, and it's really interesting because it messes with the idea of does a Time Lord actually pick their body, and how much of is it genetics and is it pre-planned? And it's actually really interesting. And River goes through her 900th midlife crisis, so love that.
I love that. Clone rights, Senator Tucci, I support.
Yes. Wait, I think I actually have a pamphlet from someone who gave me a literal clone rights from a Tucci cosplayer.
So we also have a canon reason as to why River would stand for clone rights.
Yes.
So here for it. Absolutely. Good soldiers do not follow orders.
Faith says, Karis and Katie, come to MegaCon, hang out with us. The Traveling TARDIS group, come on and hang out with me. And then she's also inviting Zion.
I would love that.
To get a pic together. So
I would genuinely love that.
I think this one's for you, Karis. I can bring you up over here. How does it feel to be studying archaeology in the modern day? And when you graduate from that course, who do you like to see in attendance? River Song, aka Alex Kingston, or just Alex Kingston?
Both is good. Both is good. I don't think Alex would come. I think she's joking, unless she did, in which then I would die. But honestly, I don't think
she just wasn't doing anything that Wednesday,
and
you were.
United States for little old me.
She's like, I just happened to be. Because are you still?
Yeah.
Are you still at the college right next to where I grew up?
Next December, not this December, the following December, if the Lord wills. But how does it feel studying archaeology in the modern day? I'm glad it's not 100 years ago, because they were all grave robbers. Because archaeology, I will try to keep this brief, is only about 150 years old as a academic discipline. So as it's become older and we've worked through processualism, post-processualism, which is this whole thing and whole is it science? Is it humanities? I think we've kind of hit a really nice even ground where it allows for both interpretations and has allowed more diverse opportunities for women, people of color, and more ethnic input on burial grounds and certain sites that allows for us to come to a more educated and more correct answer to these things, instead of just, one person making a guess based off of another person's guess and then have no actual input from the people who own those lands or those who've have done actual work in experimental archaeology and have not actually gone and worked with the people. Because I get this question a lot. what is the difference between an archaeologist and a grave robbery, and how old does a grave have to be for it to be grave robbery versus archaeology? And some people like try to throw out a number, but the answer is that for it to be archaeology, it has to have two things. You have to have the intent to learn and the permission of the owners or the ethnic group of the site. So if you are just a hobby archaeologist and you don't have permission, but you want to learn something, you're still robbing because you don't have permission. And if you just go and you have permission, but you don't have the intent to learn, all you're doing is destroying a site. And I'll keep this a really quick example. If you go out and let's say you dig up some random stuff in the dirt and you find it and you keep it. Well, those things may have in the future told an archaeologist to dig there. But because you've already disrupted the ground, they can no longer gather other information that you missed. So that's why you shouldn't like mess with sites if you are not trained in it or overseen by someone who is.
Got it.
Mic drop.
Let's do a rapid fire because I want to get through everybody's questions. So everybody, who are you going to be dressed up as for Halloween in 10 days?
Princess Leia.
Jess, who are you going to be in 10 days?
You think I've thought 10 days in advance? I'm barely on tomorrow.
You haven't even thought 10 minutes in advance for this show.
I haven't thought 10 minutes in advance. What are we talking about?
Zion, what are you going to be who are you going to be for Halloween?
The last time I dressed up for Halloween, I put on my Mandalorian armor, and I'll never do it again.
Mandos!
It needs air circulation. It needs visor.
I just got my Duchess Satine approved with the Mando Mercs a week ago. My ceremonial gown, so I'm still hyped on that.
Heck yeah. I love the Mando Mercs. I've got good besties in the Mando group.
Which
has
anybody if you've been following my page, you know why that's such a big accomplishment.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Has anybody ever signed autographs?
Yes.
Oh, I thought so, Katie.
No.
Copies of my fan fiction I have signed. I've signed other people's diaries. I've been asked to write a birthday letter to someone as River, and I did it because it was a charity thing. Wow. I guess that counts. And I always sign my artwork. Whenever I send a card to someone, I'll draw them a little thing and sign it. And I'll do drawings. Anyone who's received something from me has probably seen that.
She draws amazing.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
What does a sonic screwdriver do? It doesn't do wood. That's all I'm going to say, Billy, on that one. Do you all?
I know. I'm an actor, so I've signed playbills of my stuff. So
theater
do you all do your cosplaying in the States or overseas?
I do overseas. Yes. I make a point to go in river to every archaeological site I can. It's a problem. My mom hates it because she's like, you went here and I don't have pictures of Karis. I have pictures of River. And I'm like,
same girl.
I will say I'll do both. The only thing I will say is I am very cautious about where I will and will not go in cosplay. Kind of going off what Karis said, Jodie did a show called The Duchess of Malfi.
Oh,
and while I wore my
it was fantastic
star, I did not, because of the subject matter of the play, I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel that it was appropriate to go in cosplay.
Yeah.
If I were visiting certain historical locations or museums, it's beautiful.
I sketched that while she was on stage because you couldn't have your phone
it's beautiful.
Oh, nice.
I love that.
There are certain places I won't go and cosplay. Very few, but it's got to be specific in light. I feel that it would be in some way disrespectful to do that.
Well, I would never wear River to a religious site.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I did not wear River on the Temple Mount. I did not wear it to any of the burial grounds. The only place in Israel that I wore my River was in the Wadi Kelt and to Masada. So, Yeah, because that was the only thing I was comfortable doing.
Like, I wouldn't wear it in the cemetery or something like that.
No.
Even though Village of the Angels, it wouldn't work anyway because it doesn't.
The only place I would do a cemetery is in New York if I had someone where we're doing a specified photo shoot for The Angels Take Manhattan.
Yes.
Right.
With permission from the cemetery.
Exactly.
In the filming location.
My Tom Baker is in the high school yearbook.
Nice.
Oh.
That's awesome.
I wish it wasn't because I wasn't asked for it, but oh well. It is what it is.
Hey, it's okay. My river was in the Scotland newspaper. So
I'm going to combine
nice.
this question with Candyman's. So it's a two-part question, and I'll explain why. And this is also another picture of, I hope I have it out here. I thought I did. Where'd it go? Good grief. I had a picture of you. There we are. I had a picture of you, Jessica, with
nice.
Dalek Hal. And what's so great, we've actually bunked up with the Daleks of Florida, and we're very happy that we are with them, especially going to conventions like MegaCon and I'll explain on what's taking place in November over at Makers Fair. But it's a two-part question. The first question is, and let me go ahead and bring up Candyman's question. Have you ever been rejected or almost rejected from an event because of your cosplay?
No.
I have done the opposite and gotten into an event without a ticket.
Because of a cosplay.
So I've done like the opposite where it's like I wasn't planning on going and they're like, you're coming in, right? And I was like, don't have a ticket. They're like, you're coming in. I'm like, okay. Oops.
Oh yeah.
Now here's the thing. I'm sorry, go ahead, Karis.
I was just gonna say, one time my River Girlies and we were in line for a panel, and a guy came out, grabbed us, and put us right behind the ADA row because we were in River cosplay, and it was a panel with comics. So we moved from like way at the back of the line, even though we'd been there an hour before, to like right behind the ADA people, which was just amazing because we got to see her so close.
Yeah, I feel like cosplay usually gets us more advantages than denied places.
Now, here's the thing with the Dalek builders, and please check out the Dalek builders, Daleks of Florida, because we combine forces together when we go out to MegaCon and all these conventions. One of the things we think of is Scully and Karina and Marvin. I don't know why they will ask me, Christian, where do you think the Daleks should go? And I've always thought of like, wouldn't it be cool if we took a Dalek through a McDonald's drive-through to pick up a meal, or actually be working like the drive-through?
That would be fun.
There was one time where I took Marvin with Dalek Hal over to an oil change, and we videotaped him going into the oil change, going into the rig to be called up.
Oh my God.
We just love doing that with the Daleks, and it's just like, I don't know why they're asking me for the crazy advice. I'm like,
it's like the droid builders.
Exactly. So, having said that, where would you like to take your cosplay that you've never taken it before?
I would love to take it to, anywhere, any Disney park, any theme park. I would love to do that, or Japan.
A Doctor Who premiere. Doctor Who, BBC, invite me. Please.
Invite us. I'm going to piggyback off of that.
We're a group. We're a group together.
Invite me, BBC. I love you.
I honestly have no clue. I'm so sorry.
Would you take it to Walmart or Publix, or just like,
if not that, the Taj
Mahal. If it was still here, if it still existed, the Doctor Who experience.
Yes.
Oh yes.
I got to go. I didn't go in cosplay, but I did get to go there, and it was
you're so lucky.
So amazing.
My friend Tara, the Cos Parlor, went on a Wednesday in River cosplay. The Wednesday after was when Alex went with her daughter. Same time slot, just exactly a week later, and we were just screaming in the.
That is so not. Oh, that would kill me.
Daleks Live, man. The Daleks were right. Yeah. That's not what that means, but okay. And let's go ahead. I'll take on a couple more questions, and then we'll wrap up. I guess it's a very generic question. How close is the cosplay community worldwide? So, the four of you, I mean, how close are you to other people?
General or like in the Doctor Who fandom?
Let's say in the Doctor Who fandom.
I would say we're pretty close. I mean, all of us, I mean, specifically between like the French cosplayers, the German, the Holland cosplayers, and I mean, not even mentioning all of the British cosplayers. We all have great relationships with like us Americans and everyone else. From what I can tell, I've always had really good interactions. And every time I went over to the UK, I felt like I was meeting a new friend.
Yeah. Same. Every single Doctor Who cosplayer I've interacted with, I've just had a blast with. The love there and the care there. No matter which Doctor you're cosplaying, you know, I always think it can be better. I know that there are good parts to every fandom, and there are rough parts to every fandom, but I've never felt anything except, you know, love and acceptance from the community.
And I think that's because the overall nature of the show, like we've reached a point where the Doctor almost looks like everyone now. So like I've been doing this for well over a decade, seen I don't know how many gender bend cosplays of characters, and no one bats an eye. Everyone's just like, hey, that's Doctor Who. And I always found that really cool. Like, hey, I could cosplay whatever I want here, and hey, it works. If I got the right suit and the right shoes, so be it.
Yep. Cosplays for everyone.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And like Jess said, no one, not even yourself, is allowed to judge your cosplay, even though you yourself will probably.
Even though we all will eat those biscuits.
Yeah, we will.
Cons are the only place I'll accept candy from strangers, honestly. The amount of jammy Dodgers I eat at Galley.
And jelly babies.
I think, last year I sent a box of jammy Dodgers to my friend Holly for Katie's bachelorette party.
And it was the best.
Not knowing they happen in the US in Publix. But then I came back to the US and I tried the ones in Publix, and the ones in England were better, so I don't feel as bad.
Oh, absolutely.
So that was my contribution, since I couldn't be at Galley. But
okay, for those of you who've been questioning about what, for those of you questioning about what Jessica was talking about earlier, here's Colin Baker and Jessica's etheric beam locators. So, so anyway, alrighty. Jessica, let's go ahead and wrap her up. I do have one last question. It's not for me, and it's actually for one person in this room. Karis, would you like to crash a wedding as River Song?
Yes. I would love that. Yes, sign me up. Send me an invite. Or I guess if I'm crashing, don't send me an invite and just tell me about the information and I'll be there.
Just send the coordinates.
Oh yeah, I'll show up in some River outfit and or I'll wear that awful one with the big pearls that she wears to Amy and Rory's wedding and just walk by your window 6 times until you notice and then call for the blue box.
Hey, Karis.
Yeah.
Message
me. Oh my god. I'm booking a flight.
Yep.
It's the Wedding Crashers, but 13 in River Song style.
Yes.
Just eating food and bringing chickens to every damn wedding. That's pretty much that's the whole episode right there.
I crashed a wedding in Turkey.
What?
It was okay. So we were staying in a hotel where a traditional Turkish wedding was happening. And our tour guide came to us and was like, you guys want to crash a wedding? And I was like, yes.
There's so much people there.
So yeah, we totally crashed a wedding. We ended up sitting at the table that their family was sitting at after they got up and moved. And we danced. I danced at a Turkish wedding that I was not invited to. Hello, sweetie.
Don't tell anyone, but when I was in Egypt years ago, there was a wedding happening at the hotel on my last night in Cairo, and I did have a river song dress with me. And I went down and I danced at the pool with a bunch of people I didn't speak the language of, and it was great. And then I snuck back to my hotel room before my professor found out. So
I love this so much. Karis and I, we will crash your weddings.
I love Arabic weddings. Like, man, they're fantastic.
Oh.
Bring your chicken.
My goodness. This
anyway,
is hilarious.
so let's go ahead and wrap it up there, Jessica. Did you want me to take controls, or you want to continue taking
What did you
control?
say?
No, let's go ahead and wrap her up.
Okay.
Do you want to take controls of the TARDIS? Or you want me to take controls of the TARDIS?
I don't think I have access to.
No. I mean, do you want to wrap it up, or do you want me to wrap it up? Sorry.
Are you?
I will let you officially wrap it up, but before you wrap it up, I'm going to wrap mine up because I don't know if I'll miss something. So
Okay.
I just want to say thank you to all of our panelists today. I think they did a fantastic job. I hope everyone at home, whether you're listening to this in your car, on your computer, or anything like that, or watching our crazy faces, I hope you're enjoying these wonderful people. And if you've never cosplayed before, I hope you are inspired to join the Doctor Who cosplay community, because we try to be as friendly as possible. Can't speak for anyone else, but this group's pretty awesome. But yeah, from there, I'll let Christian take it over.
No worries there. Well, let's make it proper. There we go. All right. Well, we'll start with Zion. We know everybody can come over to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, but Zion, where could people find you again, just in case?
You can find me on YouTube on Porygon's Pokédex, catching 125 Pokemon and all the others that are under your rug.
Sweetness. Katie, where can people find you that's not in your house?
KTG Angel 44, all one word, all lowercase. KTG Angel 44 on TikTok and KTG Angel on Instagram.
Got it. And Karis, where can people find you?
I am mercysong.tardis on Instagram and TikTok. Tagline single-hearted time lady on TikTok. Night Sister Karis on Tumblr and AO3, and Karis on Facebook. But please don't follow my Facebook unless you meet me in person.
And as we're wrapping up over here, don't forget, we are the one and only Doctor Who broadcast that is provided and sponsored by barbecue sauce.
Ooh.
The Kitchen Killers barbecue sauce. Get 10% off. All you have to do is send that email into Billy at sorry, God, I can't even talk.
I haven't had dinner, and that looks amazing.
Billy at Kitchen
No,
Killers.
that's what I'm doing after this. I'm filming something just because I'm in cosplay, and then I'm doing that.
Yes. Billy at kitchenkillers.com. Don't forget to put TARDIS somewhere in the email and get 10% off. The bottles are $14, and they have sold out at all 3 conventions that we've gone to. So this stuff goes, and now the new batch is going to be made by Chef Voodoo Chef himself, the one who made the recipe. So he's going to be actually making the bottles because he wasn't expecting us to sell out all 3 conventions. So there you go. Don't forget, up until October 31st, the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS going through the Halloween Horror Nights. New videos practically every day, every shorts, and we're going to have new pictures coming up out there. So please check out the Traveling TARDIS and all of his adventures going around the WHOniverse, including over at Halloween Horror Nights, which was a fantastic time. And one last thing before we go, Makers Fair. Don't forget, November 8th and the 9th, we will be there with the Daleks of Florida. MakersFairOrlando.com. Purchase your tickets now. It's at the Central Florida Fairgrounds, and you can check us out now. If you are somebody or who has somebody in the family who is such a geek about robots, this is the place to go. This is where the Daleks are going to be. But also you can see these kids who put together all these robots. You ever see the Robot Wars and all that? These kids are out building robots to destroy each other. Love it. And they actually do have competitions out there, so you can check it out for yourselves. Or if you're just curious, you're more than welcome to come out and join us. Again, the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS and the Daleks of Florida will be at the Makers Fair November 8th and the 9th. Check us out. Make sure you get your tickets now online. And one last thing, as we always do, I think it's been a year, so just to mention, just to reiterate to people, we unfortunately lost one of our panelists who has been a longtime guy here, good friend, good brother. We lost Simon Fisher Becker this year, and every night that we close up, we make sure we say goodnight to Simon. So,
Dorian Maldivar, he got me my vortex manipulator.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, Rivers.
Oh, wow.
Well, River
As
got
River.
her vortex manipulator from him. I didn't. I made mine. But that's so sad.
Well, he was one of our panelists, and we might be doing
Such a
something
sweetheart.
special for him on Christmas. So keep an eye out for that. Don't forget, the Friday before Thanksgiving is going to be our Thanksgiving Day special with the Kitchen Killers. Next week,
February.
not February. Shush. You too, Faith. I can hear you typing in the background. And also, we will be hosting next week, Tuesday, and it'll start at 5 o'clock as opposed to 6. We're going to have author and Big Finish writer Nev Fountain, who's written some Big Finish stuff. He's also, I know some people know him as a partner of Nicola Bryant, who played Perry, the Sixth Doctor's companion. So without further ado, folks, if you could put into the chats, please make sure to say goodnight to Simon. Everybody, please take care of yourself. And until the next adventurer, Tony, please take us out.
Good night, Simon.
Good night, Simon.
She actually